Hey guys, everybody knows that video is one of the most powerful marketing tools that you can use for your business. Where we see so many people get stuck is on how to start. In today's video, I'm going to go over how to create video scripting really fast in a matter of minutes so that you can get started on creating videos for your business. Okay, welcome back, guys. Now, it goes without saying, we all need to be making videos for our business. It's just the name of the game. They're so powerful, and you really just don't want to leave that opportunity on the table. So if you have a services business, definitely want to make videos. If you have a products selling business, you also want to make videos showing your product in use and showing the detail around your product and so on and so forth. But where so many people get stuck, and even oftentimes we have trouble, is just getting started on what the video is going to be about. Like, you want the video and you kind of know, where it's going to go perhaps. Like, I need a video on my homepage, or I need a video on this product page, or I need a video that I can send out by email, right? So that you kind of know where the needs are, but then the question is, what does the video say and how do you even start with a video script? So here's how we do it, and I think that this is going to help you. It definitely helps us. Instead of trying to think of the video in this big gigantic thing, it sort of feels overwhelming. And if you're not a storyteller and you haven't done this before, you really can just feel like you're stuck and it's hard to decide where to go. But if you break it down and just think about it in terms of an assembly process, it starts to get a lot easier. And this kind of probably is also expressed as storyboarding in the movie making business. And I think anybody that makes commercials professionally does some storyboarding as well. But for our purposes, where we're kind of trying to do everything on a budget for small businesses, and you're doing things on a budget for your business, you want to try to compress this process down to where it's not, going to drag on forever and ever. So the first thing to think about is how to assemble the video. Now, videos are just like stories in so many ways. They need to have a beginning, a middle, and potentially some sort of conflict that gets solved there, and some sort of resolution or end or conclusion. And in this case, for sales videos, that's usually an action that somebody can take, to take advantage of this resolution that happened in the video. So if you start thinking about just the basic elements of a story, that starts to help you. Now, the other thing to think about, and videos fall into different categories, and you may need a video that is kind of like a story for a homepage or a brand introduction page, like what we would call kind of an impact video. But the other video that I think is really important for businesses to understand is also video ads, like a direct offer video. And those videos follow more of like the traditional, like almost as seen on TV type stuff. And you can watch those and start to break those down. But those typically start with stating a fact or a contrarian statement, and then asking a question around that fact, and then offering a benefit or solution and the benefit of that solution, and then a call to action. It's really just that simple. And if you watch TV ads, like 30-second commercials, they basically follow that almost all of the time. And that's a little bit of a different format, but it still follows what I'm telling you today, which is this assembly type process, right? It doesn't have to be overwhelming. It just has to be the necessary bits put together to create, a concise message. Other things to think about too is you're not trying to make the next blockbuster. All you need on your homepage is 1 minute, maybe 2, which is pretty easy to do, with it. I mean, you're going to cover that in no time at all. So you're not trying to script a gigantic thing. 1 minute of video is about 100 words if it's actually hard scripted, like a voiceover, or if you're going to have a spokesperson do it. So it's really not a lot of writing either, right? But you want the writing to punch hard, and you want it to punch fast because you have limited attention span with your viewers, as you all know. So start thinking about how you can assemble an introduction, a message around the middle of your, video, the body content, if you will, and tell people, like I did on this video, what this video is about right away so that they know to keep watching. And that's something to think about when you're assembling these, especially in the beginning, that your first statements, just like your first statements in an email subject line or an email header, or even on the header of a web page, those first lines, their only goal is to invite the person to continue to listen. You want to engage them so that they continue to listen. So that's your job one, is to be interesting enough so that they commit to doing the rest of the video with you and hearing what you have to say, right? And you'll see that on YouTube videos just like the one you're watching right now. I started by saying exactly what we're going to talk about, and here we are talking about it. And then in a minute, I'm going to ask you to like the video because that helps me, and subscribe to the channel because that helps me, and to share the video because that helps me, right? So that's basically the conclusion. And hopefully in the middle here, you've learned something about assembling videos. So even this video has that same exact format, and almost any good video that you watch on YouTube is going to follow that. Just start looking through what you're watching and seeing what pieces they've assembled. When you're watching TV, which, if you're on Netflix, it doesn't count, but if you watch regular TV and you can still watch some regular commercials, which I highly suggest you should do just for research purposes, not to get inundated with commercials. But if you have a business, you need to understand this stuff, watch other commercials and start looking at how they're assembled. How do they start out? What do they say? What's the impact statement? What's the benefit statement? What's the value? What's the deal? What's the call to action? All those things are just assembled pieces, right? So you can put all that stuff together really quick in like 15 minutes. We do them all the time. It doesn't take long to put a 1-minute video together and storyboard it out in like 15 minutes, come up with a script, and start recording and producing the shots that you need to fill in those segments, right? Assemble, assemble, assemble. It's something I'm talking about on this channel all the time, and I know you can do it. So go ahead, just like I said, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you on the next one. If you need any help on this stuff or you want more details, because there is a lot, I got tools for this and stuff, go ahead and post something in the comments and I will reply with some tools that can help you out. See you on the next one.